guys, so we are back with another god guide, and today we'll be going over another one of the gods that my boyfriend wants to play, and that will be Camazotz, the deadly god of bats. Yeah, deadly god of bats, right? So let's jump right into this. We're gonna clear this, right? So Camazotz can play two roles, jungle and solo. Most of the time you'll see him in the jungle, so you're gonna start Bluestone and Bumba's Mask. If you're starting in solo, you can start Bluestone, Boots 1, where is it? Where is she? Boots 1, and then Potions, or you can start Mark of the Vanguard, Boots 1, Potions, right? Every time that you play Camazotz, you will be getting Warrior Tabby. Actually, I take that back. Almost every time you play Camazotz, you'll get Warrior Tabby. You can also get Reinforced Greaves, but that really limits your damage output, but it does allow you to stay in the fight longer, because it makes you fairly tanky early on. So, it's up to you. After you get Warrior Tabby, when you're in the jungle, there's usually 3 items that you'll get after. And not in any order, just you'll get them. One of them's Hydras, another one of them is Heartseeker, and the third one is Jotun's Wrath. So all 3 of these, I said 3 and then pointed out 4, all 3 of these are all fairly decent on assassins. Almost every assassin they're actually pretty good on, right? So Camazotz actually does really well with all of these, so it's honestly up to you on which ones you want to build. I personally enjoy building all 3 of them. So my build would be like all of these all together, right? And then you can get the Brawlers, which is usually what I do, and then I finish the build out with a Titan's Bane, because late game, yeah, the 35 pen's great and all against squishies, but you're not going to be getting your full potential out against tanks, and that's where Titan's Bane comes in, and you really need that. Assassins really need Titan's Bane in order to stop tanks and do actual damage to them, right? So this will normally be what my jungle build will be, you know? Here, we'll just unselect all these, right? There's always some defensive options for this build, right? That you can substitute stuff out with. Magi's Blessing is always good. There's Anchile. That's a great hybrid item, honestly. I know it's a little expensive, but you can get Void Shield. Void Shield works really well. What else? There's one more that I wanted to bring up. Runeforge Hammer. You have a slow on your 2, so anything you do after your 2 will do even more damage, but if you miss the 2, then maybe Runeforged Hammer isn't the thing for you. You could get Mystical Mail if you want to build him tanky, but I don't really recommend it. Hide of the Urchin's always a good pickup on anyone, in case you haven't realized this by now. Shifter Shield is also really good on him because of the 70 power and the passive. It allows him to stay in the fight longer and get his heals off, which is always good. Relic-wise for the jungle, you're going to want upgrade Aegis Amulet and Purification Beads. You can also, if you're in the jungle, get Blink. I don't know why. I know that sounds really weird, but a lot of people do pick up Blink on him because assassins have this initiation kind of role, and you can get Blink. I don't personally like Blink on him that much. I'd much rather have where is it? Actually, you could get Blink if you really wanted to. There's Magic Shell. That's always good on anyone if your team needs one. I wouldn't recommend Bracer because you have so much healing in your kit, it'll get shut down with the anti-heal. The enemy team would be dumb to build it, basically. Belt of Frenzy's really nice. Sunder's pretty decent. Cursed Ankh if they have a healer. Horrific Emblem's always good to chase down the enemies that you can't normally catch. Consumable wise, Sentry Wards and Wards, we're all bad, we need wards. So yeah, all in all, this is basically your jungle build. Now let's get on to a solo build. So solo, you'll usually start Bluestone Pendant, Boots 1, or Mark of the Vanguard, Boots 1. Most of the time you'll get Bluestone Pendant, Boots 1, right? So it'll be Bluestone, Boots, and then it's honestly up to you. If you're fighting a magical person, I recommend Aunt Chile. If you're fighting a physical person, I recommend Gladiator Shield. However, Gladiator Shield will not... Okay, so the reason why Glad Shield's good is because it procs on multiple people. With Warriors, Camazotz damage only procs on one person. His 1 will only hit one person. His 2 will only hit one person. Yes, his ult and his 3 will hit more people, but Gladiator Shield just isn't his bread and butter, you know? It's just not his thing, you know? So, I would recommend Void Shield. I know, I already have it on there, I'm trash. Honestly, Void Shield, 20 power, 20 penetration, that helps you, it helps your hunter, and it also helps your jungle if your jungle's a physical, or even helps your support or your mid. Whoever's physical on your team, it helps. So yeah, from there, you'll probably get a, where is it? Hide of the Urchin, where art thou? There you are. You probably want a Hide of the Urchin, followed by a... Oh, I'm dumb, I'm looking through there. Mantle of Discord. And then, to round out the build, you need 20% more cooldown reduction. You also need, you could get more damage if you wanted to. So you could get Jotuns if you wanted to. You can also get a Titan's Bane if you wanted to, because although Jotuns is nice and everything, Titan's Bane will help you do more damage in the long run. If you need anti-heal, Brawler's Beat Stick's always good. I don't recommend Hydra's Lament because you only have, if you build it, you only have 150 power, right? And this is 40% of your power. Yeah, this is only 40% of your power, so it's really not that decent because you're lacking a lot of damage. You could get Magi's. I personally would like a Spirit Robe here because if you're solo, you'll have the blue buff, so then you'll have max CDR, along with you'll be pretty tanky, like especially if this is like maxed out. That's 30 more protection, so that's 273 physical and 258 magical protection. That's pretty decent. These two relics are more of like a solo lane thing, you know? You're gonna want a magical shell in the beginning and then horrific late game to chase people down and set up for your team. These are more of the jungle, so, but you can get them in solo. I'm not stopping you. So yeah, all in all, Camazotz can either be a real pain in the ass, or you can be a real pain in the ass. Either role. So he does a lot of damage if you build him full burst, right? Like the jungle build we went over, or he does a lot, or he can just sustain in team fights for a very long time. Which makes him a fairly decent solo laner. However, you do have to play him carefully because he doesn't have much clearance solo if they block your one. So keep that in mind. Yeah, so I hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!